Good morning, students. Hi. I hope you all are safe at home, enjoying our own lessons. It's been taken in different manner, right? Yes. So we are going in a trial and error method. So hopefully we'll find out a good solution, or we'll go again back to our classroom environment itself, students. Okay, fine. So let us get into the chapter. So we are in the fourth part of rise of nationalism in Europe. So this rise of nationalism in Europe is a very big chapter, very vast chapter which we are going to study. And in the previous sections I have explained you, or previous part I have explained you about the picture which is being done by Frederick Soros, and I have also explained you the nationalism is the feeling of belongingness or loyalty, which you have seen even in the rise of nationalism in India chapter. Yes, do you all remember? Do you all remember that we have seen the meaning of nationalism? That is the feeling of belongingness and loyalty, which I have mentioned you. Do you remember? And also explained you about Gandhi's quote. Can you recollect? Yes. So I think you all have a very sharp brain. Good. So this is what is about nationalism, and this rise of nationalism was started in European countries from the 19th century until 20th century. It was extending, and you can say that see that one nation that may separate the country, that is Italy, German, and one nation which has broke one nation up into many countries, like they have made themselves into different countries. That is, in that you can see Australia Hungary was being together, okay, and now they have separated themselves into small territories. Then you can see Turkey is also a nation or a place which was under the control of the Europeans, or under the control of one particular head. Later it has divided itself into small pieces. So this is just which I wanted to give you about nationalism, where you will be knowing much about nationalism in further. And if you see the nationalism in India, in European countries particularly, you can find that they have been classified into two classes. So in our nation we have the classification of the humans based on different aspects, like based on the economical condition, based on their working condition, based on the caste, based on the community which they are following. So like that, in European country also they have an classes which was been existing. Classes means it is like division of peoples. So in India we have division of peoples like BC, OBC, that is based on the caste system. BC, OBC, MBC, SC, ST, like that and all we have classification of humans. Similarly, if you see about European countries, you can find here that they had two classes, that is upper class. So can you see upper class where it is located? So this is upper class. So they had upper class and lower class. So upper class, come we'll see upper class means what does it means. So land aristocrats were being dominant group. So in the higher sections of the society who had the land of their own, and they are considered as an dominant section in the society, and they had common interest and common lifestyle of their own. Common interest means just to live an pleasureful life, enjoyable life, and their lifestyle was also common. Like king means king also will have a palace, and ministers also will have their own palaces where they will have so many workers who will do all the work for them, where these people who belong to the upper class enjoy their life like anything. So they are the people who owned large country under their control, like estate or whatever it is. It is a town means the entire part or the large part of that will be with this people's hand. Okay, so like now we have no group of peoples having the land properties in their own names. So like that, they had the upper class means they are considered as a people who have who own large part of the lands of the country in their hand. That is what is the thing. And most of the people who belong to upper class will be communicating, will have a common spoken language, that is French. So they used to speak only the French language. So French was their common language, okay, in the European country which we are seeing, okay. Then if you see about the lower classes, we have seen them that they are being considered as a struggling persons in the French Revolution. Yes, do you remember that? Yes, I told you to recollect even about the French Revolution. Yes or no? How many of you have recollected? Yes, have you all got all the points? So, but the homework did not reach me right now. Okay, so we'll see what has happened today's homework. Okay, so if you see today, the lower class is the majority of the people who belong to the peasant community. Peasants means farmers, or the people who do cultivation in a small acre of land are considered as the peasants. Okay, so lower class consists of the peasants. You can see peasants here. Peasants are the people who do farming activity. And the other thing you can see here is that these people, the lower class people, are mostly landless. They will not have any land of their own. So they will be working in the other person's land only, either in the land which has been in the upper class family members' land, so that he will be earning his life. Okay, so that is what is happening. Then you can see that they even works as the serfs. Serfs means the bonded laborer. Bonded laborer means he has to work continuously in the farming area without any pay. He will be just given a meal of 3 times or 2 times will be provided. So he has to work in the farming area. Maximum in many movies you would have seen, like Dasildas or the Zilla Parasit will be there. So Zillas will be there, no, zamindari system. So when zamindars were being there, they will make the people to work in their farming areas without paying, but they will be provided food, but also the quality of the food will not be good, similar to the others. Okay, so you can see here is that about the serfdom. Serfs means the people who are being considered as a bonded laborer. So that is the serfs. Can you recollect few points related to serfs? Students are able to recollect? Even in your lower classes you might have studied about the triangular slave trade which was happening between the African country, Asian country and the Europeans, where we had a triangular shape. Like you will be having triangle shape where you will have Africa here, Asian countries here, European countries here. So like this they will have a trade. Like from Asia they will take the person to the European country as a bonded laborer. Okay, from Africa they will take the person as a bonded laborer. Even from Asia you can find there are people who are taken to the African countries as the workers. So this is what is the triangle slave trade. In that also they were considered as a bonded laborers. Okay, so it is an European country, so they use the word serfs. Serfs means bonded laborers. Are you able to understand what is bonded laborer? Yes. So shall we move to the next thing? I hope you all understood. Yes, okay, you understood what is upper class and lower class. Upper class consists of the dominant group, aristocrats, and lower class consists of the peasants and landless laborers and serfs. Serfs are the bonded laborers. Then you can see, and we are going again back to the ideas of the French Revolution. So this French Revolution started in the year of 1789. You can see 1789 is the year in which it started, and this French Revolution has fully pledged the territorial states. Like it has ruled under the rule of monarchical government. It has made them to move out of the monarchical form of government. As we saw already, the National Assembly has made the monarchical rule as limited power, and has given very limited power to the king, and it gave lot of power to the constitution. The political and constitutional changes were being brought, that has come in the French Revolution, which has transformed, so which led to the transformation of the sovereignty from monarchy to the body of the French citizen. So can find that these constitutional and political changes were being brought after 1789 due to the formation of the National Constituent Assembly, which has been formed, and which the power of the king was being limited. And you can also see that various other practices were also being developed. It is the sense of collective identity among the people. What is the sense of collective identity? Sense of collective identity, so we call as Indians. Why do we call as Indians? Why we are not calling as Tamilians? Why we are not calling as I belong to Karnataka, so I'm in Karnatakan? No, right? We don't say it commonly. It is a nation, right? So nation means a common identity is needed. So even though if you belong to Tamil Nadu, when you go to the other places like other country, you will not say that I am an Tamilian. Instead you will say that I am from India. Even though you are a Tamilian, when it is United Nation aspect comes, you will be considered as an Indian, not as Tamilian. So that is the most important thing that we have to see. Even in French Revolution, that has brought an sense of collective identity, like it brought all the people to think in a similar manner, that they want to bring and proper administration which has to be developed in the nation. So once the proper administration is developed, there won't be any struggle which will happen. So that kind of mindset is being developed among the people through different aspects, like we saw in nationalism in India, through poems, songs, and other aspects like ballets. They started creating a sense of collective belongingness, right? Similarly, in the Europe, particularly in France, you can see that the people even tried to do those kind of things, and they even showed the pride and privileges that were being prevailing for the French peoples. Okay, so because of which they wanted to bring a sense of collective identity among the people. And they also did one more very important thing, that is declaration of mission to liberty Europe from the despotism. So liberty of Europe, they wanted to bring liberty of Europe from the despotic rule. Rule also means the kingship rule or an individual person. It can be said as an aristocratic rule, monarchical form of government. All things means the same only, my dear students. So you can see that monarchical form of government or the despotic form of government, kingship rule or dictatorship form of government means an individual person ruling the nation. So monarchy means which will include the family members of the ruler. Okay, and despotism also means like similar to the dictatorship form of government. He is so despotic, will say. Despotic means he wants the thing what he wants to happen. So that is what we'll say it as despotism. You can see here they wanted to rule out, or they want to throw out the despotism out. You can see that the nation, the French people wanted to bring and liberty to the European nations and throw out the despotism. That is what is their wish. And we have seen that in the society, they even started an Jacobin club. Yesterday I told you to recollect. Do you remember? Are you able to see, are you able to imagine the French people who started the Jacobin clubs with the different colored dresses? Have you seen in your 9th standard book? Just to take a reference of that and see when you are going through this content. You can see they will be having a striped red and black pant, and they will have a red color hat. Okay, so this denotes that they belong to a Jacobin club which has been secretly operated by the educated middle class. Okay, and middle class students of the European nations. Okay, and this was really a big thing which has been done by the European peoples. Like they have devoted so much of aspect towards the development of these secret society. So this secret society only has made them to achieve their goals. Okay, so they set up a secret society and they were been observing what is happening in the nation. And finally you can see that it is also powered in all our European countries. This secret society was a tool for them to achieve their goal. Similarly, all the other European countries also felt that they wanted or they need to have a secret society which can operate inside their own nation, and that can create an awareness among the people regarding the dictatorship rule or despotic form of government or the monarchical form of government, so that they can bring a change in their own nation and their nation state might be formed. So that is what is the idea which the other European nations have derived from the French Revolution. So this is what is about the French Revolution and the idea of the nation, which have been explained you detailedly. I hope you understood all these points. Just read this content in your book about the French Revolution and what are the things that you have understood regarding the French Revolution. Just make a note, and tomorrow we'll see about the Napoleon and his civil code of which has been declared in the year of 1804 in detail. So I think I have recollected about the French Revolution again. Yes, I hope you all would have understood. See you tomorrow, students. Bye, stay safe and be happy. Thank you.